Picture this. You're standing face to face with a woman who has completely drawn you in. Now, imagine if you had the ability to say just a few words, simple, yet profoundly impactful, that would keep you lingering in her mind long after the conversation ends. Sounds like magic, right? But here's the harsh reality. Most men completely fail at this. Why? Because they don't truly understand what women crave beneath the surface. They assume compliments are just about appearances, but that's where they go wrong. Women won't spell it out, but deep down they desire words that resonate, compliments that strike a chord on an emotional level. And that's where true influence lies. Master this, and it's no longer about just impressing her. It's about forging a connection so deep, so unforgettable, that it shifts the way she sees you entirely. The compliments you give reveal who you are. They aren't just words, they are insights. And the key is knowing how to deliver them, not with generic flattery or tired cliches, but with precision, depth, and intent. This is where Stoicism enters the game. In today's video, we're diving into the 3 forbidden compliments that don't just make a woman notice you, they make her adore you. These aren't empty words. They bypass the ordinary, reaching straight to her core, igniting a kind of attraction that's impossible to ignore. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll understand how Stoic philosophy can turn your words into weapons of influence, far more powerful than you ever imagined. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss transformational content like this. Let's hit 1,000 likes on this video and unlock the secrets of attraction together. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In the same way, the success of your relationships depends on the quality of your words. In a world full of shallow conversations, a man who speaks with depth, wisdom, and emotional control stands above the rest. And that's exactly what separates high-value men from everyone else. So today I'm breaking down 3 game-changing compliments. Ones that cut deeper than the usual. You're beautiful. Compliments that don't just make her feel special, but position you as the kind of man she can't stop thinking about. Now, if you've ever felt like just another face in a crowd of mediocrity, it's time to change the game. This isn't about pickup lines. This is about something far more powerful. Compliments aren't just words. They're tools, powerful ones, that forge real connections. Whether she already finds you intriguing or hasn't even noticed you yet, these techniques will set you apart as the man she didn't even realize she was waiting for. But here's what you need to remember. Compliments aren't about seeking approval or proving your worth. They're about demonstrating it. A high-value man never begs for attention. He commands it through presence, intelligence, and action. So if you're serious about leveling up, sit back and take notes, because the rules of attraction are about to change. Before we jump in, take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to revolutionize how you handle relationships through the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, deeper connections that actually last. Now let's get real. Most men have no idea how to compliment a woman in a way that actually matters. They assume it's just about saying something sweet or throwing out a lazy, "You're beautiful," hoping for a reaction. Let me tell you straight up, that's amateur behavior. A real compliment isn't just about the words, it's about the feeling it creates. When done correctly, a compliment isn't just a moment, it's a memory. It plants a thought in her mind that lingers long after you're gone. It's the kind of thought that makes her pause and ask herself, why does this guy feel different? Why can't I stop thinking about him? But here's the harsh truth. Most men completely miss the mark. Some overdo it, some hold back too much, and the worst, they make it about themselves. Now, before I show you the exact formula for delivering a compliment that leaves a lasting impact, we need to talk about what not to do. Because trust me, this is where most guys fail miserably. Ever seen a guy flooding a woman's social media with heart emojis, constantly commenting, "Wow, you're so pretty," for the millionth time? Let me break it to you. She's not impressed. She's rolling her eyes and mentally categorizing him with every other guy who thinks mindless flattery somehow leads to attraction. It doesn't. And if you're still making that mistake, it's time to stop. Right now. Here's the harsh truth. If the only thing you're complimenting is her looks, you've already lost. Sure, telling her she's beautiful might make her smile, but it won't make you stand out. She's heard it all before. Every guy in her DMs, every random compliment from a stranger. It's nothing new. What is rare? A compliment that actually matters. Let me explain. A real compliment isn't just about what you see, it's about what you notice. And that distinction changes everything. For example, if she subtly changes her hairstyle or adds a small detail to her look and you say, "That color really suits you. It brings out something unique." You're doing more than commenting on her appearance. You're telling her, "I see you. I notice the details most men overlook." But here's where it gets even more powerful. If you want to stand out as a high-value man, you need to go beyond surface-level observations. You need to compliment something deeper. Her mind, her character, the qualities that make her who she is. Because here's the thing. Women aren't just drawn to men who make them feel beautiful. They're drawn to men who make them feel understood. Think about it. How often do you think someone tells her, "I really admire how calm and composed you are under pressure. I love how disciplined you are. It's inspiring." Almost never. And when you say it, you become unforgettable. Why? Because you're not just feeding her ego, you're speaking to her soul. Now let's take this even further. Let's bring in a little Stoic wisdom. Because believe it or not, Stoicism is a game changer in relationships. And once you understand how to apply it, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Dwell on the beauty of life." The same idea applies here. Dwell on the beauty of her character, her strength, her essence. Compliments like this set you apart. They show that you're not just another guy trying to win her attention. You're someone who actually sees her, someone who values what's beneath the surface. And trust me, that is rare. The way you stay calm under pressure is something I really admire. Let's break this down. This isn't a compliment about her looks, her smile, or anything superficial. This is a weapon, a hidden advantage that most men never think to use. It targets something deeper, something that resonates on an emotional level. Her inner strength. Think about it. Women face challenges every day, whether it's balancing work, family, relationships, or just navigating the chaos of life. Acknowledging her ability to stay composed and resilient isn't just flattery, it's recognition. It tells her, "I see the depth in you that most people overlook." Here's the truth. Women don't just want to feel attractive. They want to feel valuable. When you acknowledge her emotional resilience, you validate something she takes pride in, yet rarely gets credit for. Society constantly praises women for being beautiful, kind, or nurturing. But how often does someone stop and say, "The way you handle stress is inspiring"? Almost never. And that's exactly why this works. It's unexpected, it's real, it's a reminder that you notice her in a way most men never do. Now, let's bring it back to Stoicism. Staying calm under pressure? That's Stoicism 101. Mastering emotions, maintaining composure, staying unshaken no matter the situation. When you compliment her on this quality, you're showing that you respect a trait that Stoics believe defines true strength. And guess what? She'll recognize that you share this same mindset. That alone makes you stand out. When should you use this compliment? Timing is everything, brother. You don't just throw this out randomly. It has to be earned. Here's when it lands with the most impact. After she handles a tough situation, maybe a stressful day at work, yet she remains composed. That's when you say, "I really admire how calm you stayed through all of that." Simple, powerful, unforgettable. Most people would have crumbled under that pressure, but you handled it with complete composure. Or when she's the one offering support, whether she's being the rock for her friends, family, or even you during a difficult time, say something like, "You're incredible at this. I really admire how you stay so grounded." Or, "The dedication you bring to what you do is something I truly respect." Let's be real. If you want to make a lasting impact, you have to ditch the surface-level compliments. Sure, telling her she's beautiful is nice, but it won't make you stand out. You need to go deeper. You need to tap into something most men completely ignore, her passions. When you show genuine interest in what drives her, whether it's her career, her hobbies, or the side projects that light her up, you're telling her, "I see you. I value who you are beyond just your looks." And that's powerful. Because here's the brutal truth. Most men never look beyond the surface. They fixate on a woman's appearance but fail to notice what truly makes her unique. But women aren't just eye candy. They have dreams, goals, ambitions. And when you take the time to recognize that, you instantly separate yourself from every other guy who only sees what's on the outside. Compliment her drive. Say something like, "I admire how committed you are to what you do." Or, "The way you talk about your passion is inspiring." This tells her one thing: you're paying attention to what actually matters. But here's where most men mess up. They assume compliments are just about boosting her ego. They're not. It's not just about making her feel good. It's about showing her that you care about what fuels her, the things that excite her, the stuff that gets her out of bed every morning. And this is exactly where Stoicism ties in. One of the core Stoic principles is living in alignment with your purpose and values. A Stoic isn't distracted by the trivial. He focuses on what's meaningful. When you acknowledge her passions, you're doing more than just giving a compliment. You're showing that you value what she values, and that creates a connection far deeper than any shallow praise ever could. Try saying this: "It's inspiring to see how much progress you've made." Because here's the truth: too many men think that simply giving compliments is enough. But the ones who truly stand out, they make her feel seen in a way no one else does. If you want to leave a lasting impression, you have to recognize something far more meaningful: her progress and hard work. Most people are quick to notice when things go wrong, but few ever take the time to acknowledge when things go right. That's what separates you from the rest. If you want to stand out, don't just compliment the results. Recognize the effort behind them. Like anyone else, women want to be valued for their dedication and growth, not just their looks. They want to know that the long hours, the sacrifices, and the constant pursuit of improvement matter. When you see her progressing, whether in her career, a personal project, or even in her own self-development, don't just observe it. Acknowledge it. Instead of just watching from the sidelines, say something like, "I'm seriously impressed by how hard you're working." Or, "It's inspiring to see how much progress you've made." These aren't just words. They show that you respect her journey, not just the destination. The power of deeper recognition, going beyond surface-level admiration, isn't just about making her feel good. It's about showing her that you truly see the person she's becoming. When she hits a milestone, celebrate it. When she pushes through struggles, recognize her resilience. If she overcomes a challenge, say, "It's incredible to see how much progress you've made despite that setback." Or if you notice her relentless effort, let her know, "I can tell how much dedication you've put into this. It's impressive to watch someone so committed to their growth." Timing is everything. The difference between an empty compliment and a meaningful one is when you say it. Showering someone with praise for every little thing can come across as insincere or even overwhelming. That's why the key is to recognize and celebrate the moments that actually matter, the ones that define perseverance, discipline, and real achievement. When you acknowledge significant breakthroughs, your words carry real weight, and that's what makes them unforgettable. Imagine this. She's just wrapped up a massive project at work, something she's poured months of effort, dedication, and sleepless nights into. This is your moment. Instead of just brushing past it like most people would, step in and say, "I'm seriously impressed by your dedication. It's amazing to see all your hard work finally paying off." This isn't just about acknowledging the end result. It's about recognizing everything it took to get there. The commitment, the resilience, the relentless effort behind the success. And here's where most guys get it wrong. Durkar. Specificity is everything. Generic phrases like, "I'm proud of you," or "good job," often fall flat, not because they're wrong, but because they lack depth. They don't communicate why the achievement matters or what exactly you're recognizing. Instead, go deeper. Be specific. For example, "I remember when you first started this project, and seeing how much you've grown since then is honestly inspiring." This type of compliment does two things. One, it shows you've been paying attention from the beginning. Two, it acknowledges not just the achievement, but the journey that led there. Why does specificity matter so much? Because it proves you're thoughtful. When you take the time to notice the details, the late nights, the roadblocks she overcame, the small wins that led to the big one, you're doing more than offering empty praise, you're validating her journey. And that's powerful. Think about it. Anyone can say, "Great job." But not everyone can say, "I remember how nervous you were when you started this. And now, you're leading the team like a pro. That's incredible growth." See the difference? The latter is personal. It's heartfelt. It's memorable. It's the kind of compliment that sticks because it's not just words. It's recognition. Now let's dive deeper into something just as important, timing. When should you give these kinds of compliments? The answer is simple: when the moment feels right. Don't force it, but don't wait too long either. If she's just accomplished something meaningful, that's your cue to acknowledge it. But don't stop at a single compliment. Follow up later. Try something like, "I was thinking about what you accomplished, and I'm still blown away by the amount of effort you put into it." This does two things. It reinforces your admiration and shows that her achievement actually left an impact on you. Timing is everything. Another perfect opportunity to give a meaningful compliment. Moments of reflection. If she's talking about how far she's come, how much she's learned, or the obstacles she's overcome, that's your chance to say, "It's incredible to see how much you've grown. You've worked so hard, and it's really paying off." This validates her feelings and strengthens her sense of accomplishment. But what about smaller wins? Should you ignore them? Not at all. While your most impactful compliments should be saved for major moments, you can still acknowledge her everyday progress in a way that feels genuine. For example, if she's been working on a skill, say, "I've noticed how much better you've gotten at this. It's really impressive to see your progress." This strikes the perfect balance. You're paying attention without going overboard. The key? Balance. You don't want to overwhelm her with excessive praise, but you also don't want to seem indifferent. By choosing your moments wisely and making your compliments specific, you create an effect that feels both natural and deeply meaningful. Let's take it a step further. What if she's struggling, facing setbacks? That's another crucial time to step in. If she's pushing through something difficult, tell her, "I really admire how you're handling this. It's not easy, but you're staying strong and focused, and that's inspiring." This kind of compliment does more than acknowledge her effort. It reminds her of her own resilience and gives her encouragement when she needs it most. In the end, timing and specificity go hand in hand. When you recognize the right moment and pair it with a thoughtful, well-placed compliment, you create a powerful connection, one that lingers long after the words are spoken.